Hello everyone, thanks for joining. And today, or right now, we are going to do a couple of planks to help us find the midline. So get ready with a mat or on the floor, on the grass, and hop on over onto all fours and take your hands as wide as your shoulders, tuck the toes under, knees and hips are stacked. Arc your spine up towards the sky. We'll start off with a hold in a vacuum suck variant, or like perhaps a Uddiyana Bandha engagement, Mula Bandha engagement down into the legs. Just kind of waking up in towards the core. Cat-cow warm up for plank. One more hold here and breath, and then slowly release that all the way down. Come down onto the forearms, palms together. Take your knees back, please. And take your hips, lower your hips a little bit lower, and take your ribs up and float them up towards the sky. And you can hold your plank here onto your knees for now. And we'll just do our very best to use the lower abs to pull everything we have in and up and really stabilize the lower back, stabilize the core, flush the forearms down. And we'll hold this here for a little while. There's no timer, we're just holding it until we feel like the energy has been saturated and feeling like we've come like a long way in towards the deeper layers. We build a little heat. We might sink the hips a little bit and pull the ribs in even more, especially that lower belly, in and up. And then from here, you might even lift your knees off of the floor and then stay onto your forearm plank. I like to keep my palms together because it really helps my shoulders. You might like to have your palms down. Sink your hips, lift your floating ribs up, and have a nice clear line for the spine to just clean and clear. For the lower back to stabilize, for the sacrum to stabilize, for the muscles to maybe find some new pathways in the front. We'll just hold it here and enjoy planking together, building strength and having fun and doing just a little something for our body each day. And we'll just keep it for another 3 breaths here. And then slowly bring it back down and come on to your hands and knees and toes again. And we're going to arch the spine all the way up towards the sky again. And come into a hollow back. And one more time, arching it all the way up. Coming into a hollow back. And coming into neutral. Take your knees back again for a plank on our hands, on our knees. You can certainly go straight up and, lift your knees up right away. You can do this little warm up with me if you like. Upper arm bones in, plug your upper arm bones in for a nice platform for the shoulders and the upper arms to be stable and help you to be here. And then bring the lower belly all the way in and float your kidneys up. Sink your hips slightly down and enjoy hanging out right here and finding more awareness, more pathways into the lower abs. Tucking the toes under, breathing, and then from here lifting up the knees from the floor, and shoulders and wrists are stacked, lower belly lifts all the way in. From here, take your hands underneath your shoulders so your wrists and shoulders are stacked. From here, transfer your weight into your ball of the foot and take your right arm out, put it back down. Take your left arm out and put it back down. Take your right arm out and put it back down. Take your left arm out and put it back down. See if you can keep your feet all the way down just use that deeper core muscles to stabilize, lift your arms, find upper and lower body together. We'll do one more each side. And then we'll come back onto our plank pose. And we'll do 5, down, down, and then up, up. And doing our best not to kind of swing our hips back and forth, but doing it from the core. 2 more. Forearm, forearm, palm, palm, and forearm, forearm, palm, palm. Second side, left forearm, right forearm, palm, palm, and left, right, and again, 3 more. Keep the lower belly, middle belly plugged in. See if you can keep your hips as stable as possible and only using the core. Let's do 1 more. And bring it back up. Nice. Here we are. We'll turn the right palm, side plank. Stack your feet or take 1 foot in front and lift it up. Take the gaze up, and from here you might take both feet and put them one on top of the other and come into your side plank, Vasisthasana. And second side, turn your left palm slightly out so your wrist crease is aligned with your mat. Maybe crossing over 1 foot, maybe taking your feet and stacking them above and below each other, right arm up, and exhale, take it back down, and here we are for another plank. We'll hold the plank just a little bit more to get that nice awareness, breathing, softening, and from here, from the core, extend out to your down dog. Adjusting so it feels comfortable. Press the palms, sink the heels down. Breathing. And take it back down. And take your pause before you might hit another video. What do I know? Maybe you're going outside for a nice walk in nature. Maybe you have an inversion practice, then those plank poses will most certainly help to invert if that's your thing, or for any sort of yoga practice. Thanks so much for joining.